I see that it's made in France. What are you? Well, well, well. What do we have here? You, me, the thrift store. Let's go. And isn't she a beaut? Look at that cloud, wow. Hi, it's Kathleen, and today we're doing another round of let's go to the thrift store, but I can only buy one thing, baby. Better yet, maybe it'll be 0 things and we'll just have a good time looking around. So let's open our third eyes, let in the energy of the thrift gods, and see what they have in store for us. I can imagine so many cute little fall outfits with these. You know me though, I just wish there was a little bit of a platform. I don't think I've ever hated anything more. What is actually going on here? Oh, why was I so ready for there to be actual TNT in here? And I didn't notice until I started editing that this said 1943, so this could be from World War II. My bad for acting like it was a prop. You really never know what you're gonna find at the thrift store. Anyways, let's continue. This is actually so beautiful. In my opinion, it's almost spooky season, so I don't feel like it's too early to get this pumpkin vessel. Also, I forgot to mention I only have like 30 minutes, so we're gonna be in hyperdrive. And since I'm on a time crunch, we're looking for a high ROI, a little return on investment of our time spent searching. So, what's better than the dresses to get a full outfit in one piece? This is cute. I feel like all these vintage dresses are from the same person. They're all the same size. This is so cute. What the heck? Big ol' stain. That could be anything, but is probably pee. Sorry. Okay, how fun is this pattern? And yeah, this is the same size as all the other ones. This vintage dress collection is kind of a jackpot. I have a good feeling we're gonna find the perfect one. Yeah, this isn't vintage, but it's super cute. Little puff sleeve, a long tiered skirt. I love this kind of dress. I'm a sucker. Let's try it. Okay, this immediately caught my eye because of all of the detail. There's lots of pretty draping, this little front panel, and then I see that it's made in France. What are you? And this seems kind of just like the red version of the set that I'm wearing right now. Hi, I figure I might as well try on some of these dresses before I have to leave, and I have 6 minutes to try on 6 dresses. Do you believe in me? Can I do it? Montage time. I'm so shook right now. This might turn into not I go thrifting but I only buy one thing, but a thrift with me for a bunch of new vintage dresses. These are all so good. This is very cute and like girlish. I usually don't like these types of tops that kind of just hang down and have such a high neckline, but I really enjoy this pattern. Okay, well, I'm officially late, so I need to go home, and you'll see what I got when I get there. Yeah, it's way too dark in here. Shall we go outside? Okay. That's better. So last that you saw, I was trying on dresses at the thrift store, and now some of those very dresses are in my grimy little paws. I want to jump straight into showing you the ones that I picked out, but also I have some other things to show you because we got a really exciting package from friend of the channel, Suze. But we'll talk about that in a bit. First of all, get a load of these bad boys. So I ended up picking 4 of the dresses that I tried on at the thrift store, which now looking back, that seems like a lot, but there were seriously probably 10 to 12 dresses in that entire section that were probably from the same person, kind of just going off the size and the style that they were in. Like they all kind of feel like they were made at the same time period. So I'm just gonna go ahead and show you my favorite and kind of the gold nugget of this collection. This vintage drapey pink dress made in France. Hello? The fact that it's made in France is cool and that it's vintage is also cool, but I think the coolest part about this is just all of the little details. There are flaps, there are buttons, there are pleats, there are, I already said buttons in the back, surprise buttons. This is just such a great thrift find because it feels special. There are so many little details that are unique. And I don't know when this was made, but I feel like I should just be strutting the streets of Paris with a little pair of kitten heels and a bob haircut, you know? Not that bob. I love it. It's one of my favorites in my entire collection at the moment. Alright, what's next? Ooh, this one. This is a heavy hitter for me, you know? The color, amazing. Very in style right now, although it is vintage, which is always cool. The kind of diagonal color blocking, also very in style. This feels like the perfect dress for dopamine dressing. And you know how I feel about these micro pleats, these little crinkle cuts. And actually, when I first saw this, I was a little bit disappointed by the silhouette because I was like, oh, that kind of sheath top layer doesn't usually excite me. But when I tried it on, I was like, oh, this is actually kind of great. Pair it with a little belt, and you are good to go. This is extremely cool. All right, what's next? Ooh, okay. I feel like you see a lot of dresses like this at the thrift store, that kind of classic 90s floral, long, flowy dress. And usually they're pretty simple, but I like this one because it has all those extra details. It has the big collar with a little lace detail. It has the buttons going down the front, but there's also like this paneling in the front and some pleating in the skirt and a tie in the back to give it a nice shape. So I feel like that's what makes it feel a little bit more posh and expensive. All these extra details. I love the color too. Pair this with some chunky heels and you're golden. Or you're butter. Your golden butter. Alright, our final dress from the collection is not a vintage dress, and I do not think it was from the same person, but I could not walk away from this gothic summer moment. It's got puff sleeves, it's got a square neckline, it's got some ruching in the back for some extra stretch. It's got a mind of its own. The thing I like about this is kind of how simple it is. You could really lean into the goth Wednesday Addams vibes or pair it with some like really bright colored shoes and accessories and kind of have a highly saturated moment. And I'm gonna do both of those things, I think. Alright, now on to the package I got from friend of the channel, Sweetie Suze Vintage. You may remember I mentioned Suze's eBay shop in my Let's Thrift Online video. If you haven't watched it, there it is for you. But she not only sells on eBay, but she has a YouTube channel, and she's just a very kind person. So she sent me some really awesome vintage goodies, and I wanted to share some of them with you. Starting with the shirt I'm wearing, actually. We all love a vintage graphic tee, and what's better than a vintage graphic tee? A conservation vintage graphic tee. Hello? Speaking of airplanes, I just learned about mortitois yesterday, and that's all I can think of whenever I think of airplanes. Which I don't do often. As you can see, it features a really sweet little coral reef motif. And I've just got it tucked up a little bit to get a cute little cropped fit, and it fits me really nicely. So thank you, Suze. This is great. Next, we've got this, I'll call this Castlevania light ruffle blouse. Oh my gosh. Usually it's a little bit of a toss-up if a fitted button-up blouse is gonna button up. But this fits really well. Also, I love that you can button it up and leave this frilly bit kind of unbuttoned so it kind of sticks up like that one dinosaur from Jurassic Park. Or you can just button it up like a normal person and call it a day. I love when my layering pieces have a little bit of zhuzh to them, like this special little ruffle, because why let your basics be basic, you know? Okay, next we have this super cute art ant-esque dress made with tender love and care by Mo of California. Can you see that? This is like half artist smock, half house coat, pure comfy goodness. And it may look like it has a pretty shapeless silhouette, but when I put it on, it fits really nice. This is a really special piece, Suze. Thank you. We also have this amazing Aloha tee. Yes, please. What's better than looking like an uncle on vacation? And I say that unironically. You could wear this real casually with just some like jeans and sneakers, you know, the classic. But I thought this would be fun, maybe thrown over like a big, flowy summer dress. Just as like an interesting layering option to bring a little bit of je ne sais quoi to an outfit. A little bit of funk. I love. Suze also sent along some accessories, including this statement belt. When I pulled this out, I was like, yeah, this is saying something. I love the knots, I love the beads. Almost has a bit of like a Mardi Gras color palette. And I actually wore this with my blue dress that I showed earlier to give it a little bit of shape. And then it almost just like peeks out at the bottom. It's a little bit of a wink and a nudge, like, hey, there's a party going on under here. I wonder if this could be worn like crossbody too. Almost like a sash over a dress. That could be fun. And then finally, I actually have to go grab them. She sent along some really cute clip-on earrings and a brooch that are just perfect for me. You'll see. Hold on. Y'all, was no one gonna tell me that I'm just rocking an AirPod as an accessory? Why am I wearing this? Okay. Finally, we have just the best art and accessory you could ask for. Little vintage palette earrings. Clip-ons, of course. And a palette pen. This has a really interesting patina on it. It's like a yellowy acid looking. And the little paint splotches. Ugh, like look at me right now with my quasi mullet and my artist palette earrings and my vintage graphic tee. Clearly living my best life. And I can only look this cool right now because of Suze. So if you want to look cool too, go check out her eBay shop, check out her videos, and I'll put her stuff linked down in my description. Thank you, Suze. I feel so loved. You're the best. Okay, before we wrap up, I actually found a couple little extra things. I don't even know when in one of my random thrift jaunts in the last couple weeks, and it's just some accessories, so let me show you really quick. Oh wait, I lied. This is not from the thrift store. This is from Poshmark. You might have seen this in my Post Malone video I posted last week. It's this beautiful beaded, this thing is hefty, like it feels like a beaded brick, vintage bag. I just love the shape of it. I thought it was so cute, and it was one of those things on Poshmark that I just liked because I was like, that's sweet. I have no intention of buying it right now. And then the price just kept getting lower and lower, and at $13 I was like, okay, it would be a crime if I didn't. So there we go. I feel like this goes with everything, and it's a great way to make any outfit a little more clowncore. It's like a clowncore buff. You get +2 to your clown score. And I would give you a what's in my bag tour because I know you're so interested, but there's nothing in here. Well, actually, there is a peppermint patty. Okay, let me show you what else I got. Finally! Oh, the garbage people are here. Hello? You want to be in my video? No? Behold! I shouldn't do that. We know bad things happen when I put things in my mouth. I found this absolutely gorgeessimo scarf at the thrift store. Now, it's got a bit of a story. Let me find it. Let me find the story. It says Christian Dior. Now, do I actually think it's a Dior scarf? I don't think so. Do I know so? No. I don't know anything, actually. But regardless of the brand, or lack of brand, I loved this color palette. This brown with these warm tones. I thought it was perfect for fall. And it's actually big enough where I can tie it into a little shirt, which you might have seen also in last week's video. I gave you a couple sneak peeks last week. Ooh. Or put it in my hair. Tie it on a bag, you know, all the things you do with a scarf. You know what? There's got to be other things we can do with scarves, people. And speaking of fall and fall colors, it's coming. I hear the faint pitter-patter of goblin feet and trick-or-treaters knocking on doors. I smell the faint whiff of autumn leaves. And I think that means that we're gonna have to start looking for fall stuff at the thrift store. What do you think? Is it too soon? Also, this means that it's almost been a year since I started making YouTube videos every week, or roughly every week. Time has flown. Maybe we'll do something special for that 1 year mark. If you have any ideas, let me know down in the comments. And also, let me know down in the comments what the favorite thing that you saw this week, either from the thrift store or from Suze. I gotta say, my favorite is the vintage French dress. I mean, it has to be, right? Or maybe this graphic tee. It's kind of perfect. If you enjoyed our trip this week, then please feel free to subscribe if you like. I'd really appreciate it. And if you'd like to keep this thrift trainer rolling, why don't you check out my Thrifty Finds playlist? It's all of my thrift with me's that you can watch all in a row. Sounds like a good time. Or you could watch my video from last week if you want to get caught up. With that, I think it's time for me to go. I'll see you next week. Be good. I'll be watching. Oh, and I love you. Okay, bye.